You know who I am? Let us record great deeds this day and give these Urki scum a right royal hammering!
Welcome back everyone to part 6 of my Grombrindal Immortal campaign. I hope you all had a great Christmas and New Year. Thanks to all your support, we have passed the 1,000 subscriber mark and been accepted into the YouTube partner program. I can't thank you all enough for helping us get there. Let's get back into the Grudgeon. We are going to be claiming back the Shrotak mount from the Bone Brothers in this episode. First thing at least. They have a full regiment of Skelly Boys. We will be dealing with them, and then their Ushabti warriors in short order. We were just going to give this one to auto-resolve, but we would have lost the Regiment of Renown Dwarf warriors here, and that is unacceptable. Let's get the battle going. We will take the high ground. I'm going to move everyone forward except for the miners. That way they can rush in on any Ushabti that try to move in. Move forward just a bit, and so we can fire on them as soon as they break the tree line. Roach thrower rocks flying on in. Skeletons doing a very good job of dodging as they normally do. Try to focus fire down one unit at the same time. We'll go for this group of skeleton warriors. They're already doing some dodges, but run through other friendly units. They did have a hard time dodging. There they are. Really good hits there. Dropping their already pretty low leadership. If we target the main lord there, they should start sprinting sideways into this other group as well. Keep maneuvering everyone all in together. Prepare for these bowmen to move on up. Start firing on them. Scoot you guys forward a bit. The Runesmith ready.
Let's start shooting! As you command!
Start shooting here in a moment. Beautiful first volley. They are going to get one in return, though. Crossbow's going on to the other side, too. The archers they have are hiding in the woods, unfortunately. Let's get ourselves out there and into battle. Same thing on this side. No reason to sit there and take some fire. Get charging. Aim directly on in. We'll bring you on forward. Chuck down a Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Gonna clip both units. Good damage going in. Our crossbows are taking some damage in return, but they luckily are going to absorb a good deal of that with their armor. Grudge Thrower's working on the other unit there. Keep everyone together who is. Switch you guys' targets to those Skelly Archers. Should chop through them, no problem here. Keep you back just a little bit.
Yes! Yes!
Miners over so they can cover.
Charge!
Get on into the fight. Dane's a chunky boy, and he's not going to be brought down by the likes of these skeleton warriors. Thickest Maximus. Most of the enemy at this point is breaking. We've just got to make sure we don't miss that summon for the Ushabti.
Give me vengeance! Dwarf warriors!
Keep jumping on through them. There's the Ushabti summon. Pull on and forward.
Dwarf warriors!
Ready!
Bring the miners in to get engaged with them. Rollers back. We'll go ahead and drop down extra armor on everyone involved. They are armor piercing, these Ushabti, but the more armor they have, the more armor piercing they have to use to get through it.
Shoot the Waddoks!
Damn Grimmin!
That should be a quick route. Flank on that end. Thane is easily holding his own. Lord charging him with his hammer and then deciding he has better things to do. Gotta wait for you, Shabti, to break. That'll be the victory.
Ready! Come together, lads!
Focus down the Lord.
The mountain and
That one is gone, the leadership should break across the board, and the Shrotek mount should fall back to the Dawi. That one's going on the books for sure. We'll get to crossing these names off one at a time. We lost 59 there in that battle, and none of our units dropped. 1040 on the enemy side. We kind of like to sack and claim this settlement back. Get some extra oak gold. We will just take it now, though. This is Dawi lands, after all. So I've decided. Protect Mountain back under our control. We cross that grudge on off. And we can focus back on replenishing. Because Katep is not far behind. Oh, I agree, dude.
It's as good as done.
That's because you aren't supposed to be fighting me. Leave. Master of the Forge could be nice. Less vigor reduction for the whole army is probably pretty useful. We could just replenish it up with the Rune of Hearth and Home. I think that's one we'll go for.
Master of
And
Runecraft.
Full Thor, we could go for the Ancestral Grudge, but that only helps out against Greenskin and Skaven. So instead, I would just go for Hard to Hit. Need to make him incredibly tanky.
What?
We do what we can to recruit up any regiments renowned. Unfortunately, no. We are only 216 positive. You have access to some of the newer units there with the miners with steam drills, which these are basically just the... what they're called, the warpstone drills from the Skaven. I think we'll go ahead. Miners actually cost more than warriors. We may just go ahead and throw in another warrior unit and then combine some of these lads together. So throw in 2 more warrior units and then do some merging. So we'll merge these 2 together. So we have a couple more dwarves to swing axes. I think we'll have to work with about half strength, fortunately. Malekith is raiding over here at Rakdo Gorge. He has 2 choices here. We're going to attack Nagaron and give him the choice of either going after Rakdo Gorge or turning around and trying to reclaim his lost territory. He does not have a weak army here. Luckily, no powerful warriors to fight against Grombrindal. He should be able to cut through them like butter. Nagaron has itself some mighty defenses. I'm not so concerned. Let's get to grudging. Alright then, how best to dismantle this worthless slaving scum? We can try to bundle them up over here. They have only the 2 towers to defend. I don't think we need to spread our forces out too much at all, so let's go ahead and grab our goblobbers and all of our other grudge throwers. Make sure they can tear down those walls pretty quickly. I don't want to have them staggered off to one side. Was there really a reason to do that?
Vengeance begin!
No, I'm going to.
Grudge thrower!
Grudge throwers all together. We'll have the Runesmith just providing a bit of support over here on this side. We'll have the Longbeards holding the center line. Warriors on either side. The miners in the center. We'll have them tear down those gates if we're able.
Miners!
Don't want to move them up too much. The Dark Elves have a lot of damage up there, and these are max tier towers. They're going to be nasty. We're going to want to tear them down quickly.
Shine like Rome!
All the Slayers as far back as we can. Warlords as well. Control down a couple times to make sure they are a bit more of a square formation. Even where they're at.
Longbeards!
Our line together, we'll group, and then only guard mode the Quarrelers. All of my elite infantry together. Elite missiles.
Yes, then.
I'll have you guys kind of back. We want the guys that can be blown apart easily back behind our tanky units. There we are.
For the High King!
That's what we can get. Let's unleash hell. Grombrindal straight into the good doors. Catapults.
Grudge thrower!
Bring down that fort tower. Everyone else,
This is a
forward.
reckoning!
Luckily, they're choosing to fire on Grombrindal. Not a better target. Tear down those gates.
For the ancestors!
Almost.
The clans unite!
These guys in a melee and have them bringing down the gatehouse. We will leave these slayers back in the back. For the time being. Gates are almost down. We are chucking all of the Night Gathos at them. Get the Goblobber and you throwing at the other wall. That one's down. Switch targets.
Begin!
Switch those targets up.
Long
Everyone minus the miners. We'll just move them forward so they can fire over the walls there. Taking some hits on the way in. Masters up on the walls, want to keep that in mind. Grombrindal can easily chop them in half, but could karate chop a few of our other troops. Fort tower's nearly down. You're doing lots of panicking. Couple more hits. There we go. Now they can focus on more interesting targets, like these dark shards. Love the Goblobbers throw at you guys. Gates are open. Miners pull back.
Strike out!
We'll have Grombrindal strike directly in. Slice that master in half.
Is it time?
And the rune axe, he's just gonna run. Oh, he's gonna go up to the walls. Now we'll stay down here and fight these Hargoneth executioners then. He wants to come on down, so be it.
Miners!
Oh, they're wasting my miner explosions.
Us!
Fair enough, I guess. Destroying the gatehouse in total. Go get that man into combat. Then we'll send the Longbeards directly to the front gate.
For the High King! Will do!
Send them in.
Killers! Yes!
Crossbows moved up and firing on their dark shards.
This is a reckoning!
You two doing the same on this barricade platform there.
I, Valea's will!
Rune of Wrath and Ruin. He'll be excellent on all these lads trying to escape. May have to get quite a bit closer to actually use that though. We will see. Let's bring in all of the elite troops. Carry them from beyond the walls for now.
Start climbing! Miners!
Miners up the walls as well.
Get your beards
Start climbing indeed. The Longbeards will chop their way through the front gates. There's no way Dark Shard's gonna get in their way. Keep slicing. We will kick in, and Grombrindal has no fear for our Longbeards, and we will keep cutting down some edgelords. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna lose my hammerers. That's what happens when you don't actually give all your units targets and have no line of sight down here. Come on, lads, you can escape. Get them to withdraw. Hopefully they manage to escape. If not, we deserve it. We should have been watching a little more carefully. We have torn down their area. Let's pull them on back. We don't want them fighting with the Hargoneth executioners. Shoot you both forward. Same thing. Keep moving up. Pull the Longbeards on back. Grudge throwers have a good target. Why are they continuing to move forward? They're all the way up at the walls. What is happening here? You guys are in guard mode. Yeah, no, the guard mode is too easy. Goofy Dawi. They're running away as well now. Let's go ahead and kick off. Grombrindal has no fear. Our Longbeards are caught between a rock and a hard place. Let's get them defending.
By the ancestors!
Understood, Lord.
Keep coating them in missiles.
Break your target's will. Yes, Lord.
Guys moving down. Miners struggle against most enemies there, but we keep them in on a rear charge against the Bleak Swords. We probably ended up losing that group of hammers. This is really unfortunate.
For the High King.
You guys up on top, so fire some flamethrowers down. Maybe a better attack position though for you.
Unite.
Come on down.
Kill them.
All of the extra help.
What's going on here?
For Rune Lord at, we'll go ahead and shut down the extra speed and melee attack.
Have a Slayer's anger.
Brawl our way through the front gates the hard way.
Wondrous slaughter.
Wondrous slaughter indeed. Executioners of Hargonath are being pushed back.
I am Rondos.
Oh, on back. They have some Cold One Knights moving on in as well. That Master is very dead. Let's get Grombrindal moving on in on this Sorceress here. Rune Lord needs to come on in and start fighting.
They have wronged us.
Indeed. Let's get the Quarrelers up on the walls.
They have wronged us.
Let's turn the tide!
My two groups of Longbeards, you guys are very weakened. Let's pull you up beyond the walls of the
Strike
Grable.
out. Longbeards.
The other group needs to keep fighting.
Dwarfs. Ready axes.
Allow the Cold One Knights to break on that wall, and we'll charge the Slayers in to help them.
Power of the ancestors!
Grombrindal has no fear.
Thus.
You should, though. Chop.
Hey, to arms!
He's nearly dead in a single hit. Dousing Flame coming on down as well. Have you guys can't quite hit who we need them to. Fire on those crossbows. Alright, the reason you're moving forward is because you got bad positioning on your own there. Thunderer's up to the walls as well. We will indeed torch you out of your own home. Cast right in the middle of that unit. Hunt down the Lord. Wonderful explosion. It seems like that does every single time Overcast. You don't really get much of a choice.
Miners. Move.
Everyone moving else, see if we can get these Slayers out with the Longbeards and safety.
Go.
Warlords outside. Grombrindal's chopping the Lord in half as well. Doing well. Took some damage. And now we have these walls to defend us as well. Their Lord retreats. We have many numbers still, but we keep moving.
Joey, attack.
To the fight!
Keep slicing our way through. We will save the last Grombrindal has no fear. More warriors moving.
For the ancestor gods.
Building stuff up behind us. We just have to keep moving in behind them.
Longbeards.
War of attrition, we have them.
We demand blood.
To victory!
May end up losing some units.
We are relentless.
Range far, range fast!
It is a reckoning.
Slayers are taking the point. Let's get these guys moving forward. At least keep chasing these dark shards so they don't stop.
War of vengeance. War on us.
All of our other quarrelers, we will bring them down and around to claim this point, or at least help us.
Move now. The
Chasing down that unit there. Flamethrowers move up to claim this point.
Drag out.
Have the Runesmith go attack the Reaper Bolt Throwers. He's doing an excellent job dealing with the shades there.
It is a reckoning.
These Longbeards already claimed the point.
Range fast.
Got Thunderbirds as well.
Slayers! Nothing can stop us! Dwarf warriors!
This unit of 7 warriors away from combat if we're able.
Warriors!
One dessert.
Into the next group.
Put those dwarven legs!
Right now to get shot for free.
Fight!
Vengeance.
Speed, oh, you have to move. Oh, didn't quite get Grombrindal.
Rune of smiting upon them.
Give him the old wallop. We do have them on the back foot. We are very injured.
Warriors!
Those crossbows singing.
Slayers! Dwarf warriors! Get them! Yes!
Claim the points at the very least, though, so we've got them pushed back. Start bringing some of these lads down in.
I shall.
Grombrindal start chopping. We'll bring the Runesmith back.
For the Karas
What else fall back as well?
Blood thrower!
Aye.
Kazook!
Yup, keep chasing off this group of Dark Shards. That's all that matters. You guys can all last this one singular Bleak Sword. Everyone beyond the walls can stay there for now.
To it. On my oath.
Get him, Grombrindal.
Charge!
To the forge.
Longbeards!
Have these Longbeards. Probably just keep moving in. I think it's about to be the end. The Druki of Nagaron fall. That is a serious grudge settled. And a Pyrrhic victory. Did end up losing those hammerers to a man as well as one of our units of warriors. Really, really unfortunate we lost these guys, but we will be punished for not deploying our troops all the way. Such is the way. The Rune of Stoicism now will be passed on to probably just one of these different Longbeards, and then Master Rune of Stromny over to another group of Longbeards. Take that Pyrrhic victory though, and we will definitely claim the settlement of Nagaron. Want to sack it first though? I think we do. Gain some gold. Gain the Grumbling Guard Longbeards, who will quickly replace the lost one. We got Long Drongs, Slayer Pirates, Keen Dwarves, and a Dead Dwarf's just yo ho ho and a flagon of ale. Swing back on in and grab Nagaron though.
The dwarfs need me.
They do. We repair the main settlement. I guarantee you Malekith will be turning right back around. Oh, he can't even reach. Well, he is currently in raiding stance.
I'm here now.
Alright, Grombrindal, we are about to load you up with Regiment of Renown units. For your skill points, though, the White Dwarf's Call would be very nice. Recruitment cost across all faction-wide. I think we may just go for hard to hit, then. Fortunately, Ancestral Grudge only helps out against Skaven and Greenskins, so give him a bit more melee defense.
It is time.
You, good sir. We can go for the hardening of armor. We can chuck in some Slayer Pirates, and definitely we'll have the Grumbling Guard. Lugbin's Rangers could be pretty cool. For now, we'll grab these Rangers. We can do these Slayer Pirates on Skag Hammerfist down here.
Master of Runecraft.
There you go, lad. Have some Pirate Slayers. 8,000 gold left in the chest. We will happily go ahead and spin some on Rakdo Gorge. Ultra of Ultimate Darkness could use some help out too. We'll get some walls. Upgrade to a Tool Maker's Workshop. Spire, we can go for more upgrades as well. I think more granary is the best course of action. And then Spinner, you can kind of hang out. Just keep defending.
enemies shall
Alright, well, let's see what Malekith tries now. Skip over you. Pass out a new commandment. Back over to empowering the guilds. Check that diplomacy.
Not one Druki on Nagarith.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Could get a military access pact. I think we want one just yet.
Malekith.
Malekith is unwilling or unable to sign a peace treaty. In marshes, the Exiles of Nahek. Is he on his artillery piece just yet? Thankfully, no. That would be a nightmare. He does have the Sandstorm. No artillery. And he is rolling with a fairly rudimentary force here, thankfully. 2 Lich Priests to deal with, as well as our Shabti summon, so... we can we have a lot to work with, or work against. The map, and luckily we do have access to our artillery team. This map doesn't look to be on our side. We will find out quickly, though. Good battle. And we arrive. Yeah, so we're going to deploy back in this back corner then and allow them to come on over to us. Thankfully, Hotep does not yet have his artillery, so we have artillery advantage.
Grudge thrower.
We need to make full use of it. Dwarf warriors up front. 2 very weakened quarrelers. Kind of just want in little squares.
Hit them.
There we go. We've got a lot of enemies moving our way. Slayer pirates on this side. Fire bonus V large warriors and the miners back here on both sides there, and then we pray
For the ancestors.
to Valea.
Slayers.
Make sure you guys are the only ones in guard mode. We have our Thane, who is going to be doing a lot of work for us. Let's get it. Drag the majority of the force kind of over into the corner.
Right. Miners.
Bring them all over, and unfortunately this is all just a group of miners. Nothing but miners and some warriors.
Range far, range fast.
Consider what they consider a lord over into our group.
Stop us. Miners.
What else can I just hang out?
Dwarf warriors.
They will be fodder, unfortunately, for them.
Nothing can stop us. No words in
Alright, Kotep. We're not scared. Maybe a little bit. We should start coming in on a single file line down this hill. Allow us to do some damage back to the warriors of the Bone Brethren. Chariots. Luckily, these are not chariots led by Cetra. Otherwise, they would be packing quite an oomph. There are a lot of them, though. Plus, 1 unit of Ushabti to deal with. We shall soon see. Catapults are away.
For the ancestor.
Make sure they're both firing on the same unit. The chariots are going to be a really hard target for them to hit.
Aye.
The Necropolis Knights, however, I don't think will.
Machine ready.
Be a pretty simple target to hit.
Quarrelers.
Quarrelers moving together there.
Is a reckoning. Shield Baron. Oh.
They're going to skate around on the outside and cause all sorts of problems. Crutch Thrower's getting some good hits. Go ahead and have the ones with the explosive damage firing away on his group of spearmen. Here they come to wreck the day.
Range far, range fast.
Go entirely sideways there, so let's go ahead and attack his group of spearmen as well. No reason to waste rocks. they should absolutely dodge nothing. Good hits. Focus firing down here on this group of skeleton spearmen. Do as much damage as we can before they close that gap. Bring you all into the forest then. The Acropolis Knights want to go into a spot where they are weaker. Fine by me.
Yes, they. Yes, yes.
Here they come.
Dally Marksman. Charge.
Over there into combat.
Kill Urks. Crutch throw.
Absolute ton of them are on the way. We've got a Spirit Leech going down, thankfully on a unit it should not be. Get in there and slaughter these horsemen. Crossbows get to work on those chariots next.
Miners.
All sorts of death about to come through the woods on us.
Lads. Defiant and unbowed. At once. Crutch thrower.
Get ready, dude. Comes the next group.
Find your targets.
Move up to stop that group. And you guys hit the ones behind them. Tomb Guard. Unfortunate.
Slayers.
Players are firing away. Those units are breaking.
Withdraw.
Really not good.
This won't misfire.
That unit is broken. Keep fighting.
Jailbearers, ho! Fight! Bleed them and blood! Understood! Slayers!
Explosive shells in there. We will turn around and do a Rune of Wrath at Ruin. Blow up a good chunk of all of those units. Hopefully not hurt too many Dawi.
Draw!
There we are.
Let the vengeance begin!
Good deal of damage, but everyone that was defending in the woods is now dead.
Ricky! From me! Move to attack!
They get bombarded.
Artillery ready! Dwarf! To me!
You guys beyond the walls.
Move to
These
attack!
chariots are just able to do pretty much whatever they want.
Range fast! Will do! Attack the Urks!
Get in there. There's an absolute ton of enemies hitting us. Started a fight. Bring the Lord on back. We're going to need him to survive for a moment at least. Wow, they obliterated this angle over here.
Ranging target. Kill them. Yes.
Did manage to escape, but you have the Necropolis Knights rolling around.
Onward. Let the vengeance begin.
I think we're going to have to mark another one down in the book.
Master of Runtrap. God.
I'd love to get some more runes off, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen.
Ready to strike.
They've done just enough damage back to us where they're not going to take much leadership problems at all.
Yes. Yes. Stalk. Drag them down. With haste.
Still being chased. Let's get moving over here towards, and we can grab the Rune of Armor. Can't really hit anyone but him. Let's get every one of these units here.
The ancestors
Our Thane is luckily winning, but no one else is. There's the Ushabti. Our Rune Lord is very dead. Pretty much as unfortunate as it gets. And just fight hard. We really didn't even kill all that many. That is unfortunate. Death embraces our lord, and the end is nigh. Why Katep decided to attack the Dawi? We may never know, but it's on the books. Close defeat. And outnumbered 3-1, we managed to kill a few of them, but that wasn't as much damage as I would have liked. We will have to be coming on back. Ulthar Helheim and Skygariffers were both killed in battle. Another grudge was issued, the Hold Taker's Grudge.
I am the White
It's time to get that one settled. We'll have the White Dwarf get moving. Probably drop him into camp stance for extra replenishment. I don't need it. I'm happy to keep moving.
Enemies shall tremble.
We'll come over and try to attack Nagaron. They probably can claim it. Moving away like that, not probably the best idea. For Spinner Bright Axe here, we get him over into Rakdo Gorge, he wouldn't be able to then recruit. Let's go ahead and grab some extra grudge throwers. We can only get 2 units at a time. Grudge thrower is not as important then as a sturdy front line. Oh, Longbeards. We need another Thane pretty quickly. We've got one of Ancestral Blood Grimnir, a Tactician, or a fellow who is Perceptive. Go for the extra battle capabilities. Rogar Stoneheart.
Yes.
You'll be joining up with Spinner.
On your skills, shall we?
Go ahead and throw in some runes on both of y'all. We lose the ones that were attached to the others? Thankfully, no. So we got Rune of Fear, Rune of Fury, and Rune of... nothing else? Rune of Might. Sounds good. And then we'll go for Stone Art here. Rune of Fear, Fury, and Impact. That'll be the way. Don't have a lot as far as other magical items. We can build some of those up. No problem. God, you absolute rude boy. We will deal with you in due time. There's some walls over there at Kragroth, so Hotep has a harder time dealing with it. Gotta get some troops over there and help out pretty quickly. Don't really want to recruit a Lord in over here just because we would not have any military buildings at all to work with. We will if we really have to. If he starts moving over here, we'll chuck one in just for the defense.
Not one droop. Yes.
No treaties to be made? Nah. And there is no use for peace for me at the moment, so another turn. Rakdo Gorge is now under siege, and the Dwarf Maidens immigrate. From the Temple of Cain, the Kfin population of the Hold have denounced the quality of male stock from which to choose a husband. As a result, the majority of maidens have left in search for fresh beards. Told y'all to clean up. Clean your room. It's important. Go ahead and move on over towards Malekith. He may just run. I will be doing no march dance. We'll just walk over towards him. He chooses to attack the gorge. We'll just hit him afterwards. Not so concerned. And our cat decides to attack the tower. I'm going to take a second to shoo her out of the room. And we're back. Crisis averted. So the grape juice is back. Dude, would you go away? Jumpy with this Spinner Bright Axe's army because we have no trust of the Norskins. They are scum. Grab some Quarrelers because we're going to need the extra bolts. I think we need 2 more in the background as well. All of the extra Quarrelers. Got a grudge to settle.
Who calls me?
Okay, so Malekith decided to shout at me, turn around, and attack. Fair enough. So he is rolling with a couple of Dark Riders with repeater crossbows of about 115 range. Several crossbows of his own variation, and then an army of nothing but Dread Spears. We have disrespected this in the past. Some have said it's a deadly army, but we've yet to see it. Death by 1,000 pokes indeed. Take a look quickly at our terrain. Quick scouting. Well, I usually get it wrong, but this looks like this would be the low ground here, so not a lot of good spots to set up an artillery patch, sadly enough. Take it to him. Alright. Terrain isn't quite as bad as it looked. We can pull on back behind these trees here. A little bit hard to see. We got some blinding snow.
It is a reckoning.
Good to see that Grombrindal is in full health. He is going to have no trouble bullying Malekith. All of our quarrelers as well. A little bit. The Bugman's Rangers off to the side. Their specialty is that they have the liquid fortification, so they will be healing everyone around them or just themselves. They just heal themselves. We can keep them off on their own a little bit. They'll be the anti-shades.
For the ancestors.
We'll have our front line of grumblers. Dwarf warriors that we not quite placed.
For the Kara's encore.
Rumbling axes.
Miners.
Where do we really want our miners at? Just on the sides? Much.
Castle. Kill orcs.
Rangers off to the side still. We'll have flamethrowers on this end. And our thunderers on the other.
Splitters. For the Kara's
Giant slayers defending our flanks. Slayers at Dragonback Slayers on the other side there, with the flamethrower unit. Front line group. All of my range together. Lead infantry and then lords.
Power of the ancestors.
Battle going. We'll send our units forward. Looks like Malekith is going to wait for his reinforcements to arrive. Where do we really want to roll to? Him being up above us like that allows for lots of free fire there. So it's going to move all the way over to this side. We'll speed the battle on up. Malekith is keen to wait on his reinforcements. He'll need every bit of them. Scoot on over in time. He's going to rotate. Let's take some shots. We're just getting to see who their targets are going to be. Fair enough. Go ahead and drop some spikes off to that side. You guys do the same off to this side.
For the High King.
Rangers over.
Slayers.
Well, here come the reinforcements. And it's time to get grudging.
Yes, then.
Pump those
Forward a bit there.
Iron Drain.
Now let's bring the flamethrowers back. Rifles as well.
Targets.
We're ready to roll.
Miners. Let the
Pull the miners out front on this side and bring them over in front of the Bugmans on the other side here. See if we can get Grombrindal straight on into Malekith once he gets a little closer. He's ready. Just keep yelling at him. No reason to save your breath. You guys waddle faster. Your edginess is not getting you as far as I thought it would. They are probably very cold. Still not in our artillery range. A long ways off. We'll speed things up quite a bit here. Sending the Harpies way wide. I don't think they can get all the way around here. Looks like that's fully terrain that they can't maneuver through. Yeah, they've got no choice. Pull Bugman's back just a little bit here.
Strike out! Nothing.
Catapults are firing away. To what kind of effect? That's a decent effect. Hit some fellas. Everyone firing on the same Bleak Sword unit. That's fine. Toss down your magic. The White Dwarf is unafraid.
Cut their heads Spitting tongues out.
Lads are all dressed up for St. Paddy's Day. They decided to turn around and run back into the other line, which is perfectly fine by me. Excellent hits in, weakening the unit quite a bit as they run on in. Harpies are meeting some Bugman's arrows. A lot of units moving on the side on this side. Rotate a little bit there.
Rock out! The clans unite!
You believe they are standing still enough to get hit with some crossbow or some
This won't miss
grudge
fire!
thrower ammo.
Get him!
Get him torched. Go ahead and get Malekith. He is close enough. He's a reckoning indeed.
For Grimnir!
Group of Harpies is getting annihilated. No one wants to get closer on the other end there. The rifles are going out. It's open season. What do you think you were going to win? Nah, Grombrindal knows no fear. Malekith just drained his energy there. Getting chopped in half. He is trying to style on him, though. Another chop, and Malekith is dead. Easy win. Just slay the next. She's gonna try to run, so we'll get the one of the foot lords there. Break our crossbows back a bit, but we are doing good work here, bombarding them. They're having a hard time even getting close. Let's get that counter charge in. Our miners are getting blasted apart. Back just a bit there. Gage are going to do good damage against our rifles. Blast apart that unit. Grombrindal killed yet another lord. Chase this one down next. These miners moving in on the shades. Ooh, our Iron Drakes are nearly dead. Let them get focus fired for a half second. They got obliterated. Our warriors are getting sandwiched here between rock and a hard place.
Ready to aim.
A little bit overextended here. Grombrindal is killing yet another lord, though. Yet another of their heroes falls. Slayer's moving through. Keep dueling. I believe in thee. Blast them apart. And off you go. Use your crossbows. Slayer's into the fight. Drop a Rune of Wrath and Ruin on all of these Dark Shards that are trying to escape. Guys, stay there and fight. Perfect. We got edgelords retreating all over the place. Catapults are moving up a little bit further than they should be, and we've defeated Malekith. See about chasing down as many of these Druki slaving scum as we can, and I will catch you all in a moment. A close... No, one of them survived. Well, that's unfortunate. We've lost both of our quote-unquote elite units in 2 battles in one episode here. This is the episode of the grudges. We will drink to victory, though. Enemy killed in battle. Several. Wait, hang on now. Why are we taking attrition? Chaos corruption. There is no chaos corruption here. What kind of nonsense is this? It's the old 0 chaos corruption. I mean, I would understand if it was a plague, but there's no corruption here. Oh, I see. No, that's not even really. That's not even. Interesting. Oh, the Plague of the Crow, there it is. It adds the Chaos Corruption. Thought you had to actually get the plague in order for that to happen, but fair enough. All sorts of negatives happening for Grombrindal.
You know who I am.
Well, we could use him to eliminate Morgan here, which we're definitely going to do. And her Bright Axe can come on out and kill Aloysia.
Goddess forbids it.
Probably also a good idea. Got lots of awful plagues moving around here. Eye of Haggrave. In a moment. First, we need to deal with Morgan. Actually, we're gonna do this in order.
Strolling.
Grombrindal, you stay for just a moment. Go for hard to hit ×2. When's our next quest battle open up? Rank 22.
The dwarfs need me.
Our runesmith. Go ahead and finish off the hardened armor, so we get 5 additional armor for everyone in the army. And then we will go ahead and we'll just leave him there then. I was going to bring him out to have him help, but Grombrindal can deal with this solo. We will give this one to the auto-resolve and hopefully not lose too many here. Weakened force led by Morgan. Lost a few. We'll go ahead and execute and loot this bout, or this batch. We'll dive there. We got an attack-minded and a kidnapper. Probably shouldn't be doing that. And we'll bring up just kill Aloysia here too. This one to auto-resolve as well. Several wins. Under the old belt. This one will go ahead and drink to victory as well. I don't know if you can stack that one on up. I need to... Let me know in the comments. Stack up the buff for the drink to victory.
Don't you fret, it's done.
I don't believe we are in the proper province. Does this one have the chaos corruption as well? Ew. I'd like Grombrindal to get some more soldiers. Move our way over there then. Little by little.
Lord of Clan Morgan.
Yeah, we can recruit them up with Spinner here and just send them over. Except for these forces are fine. We will definitely give him some extras though, so let's go for some more Longbeards. And then we'll just trade them over to Grombrindal.
I'm here.
So we'll get rid of these Dwarf Warriors, we'll give them to Spinner. And then probably... I really do like the Miners with blasting charges, and they do provide kind of a quote-unquote fodder unit. As fodder as the Dwarves have access to. Bow Seeker to make him a little faster. And... for the Gilded one... make him a little bit faster. Go for Master of the Forge, though, just where it creating a bit more of that overall Oath Gold.
Fearless and unbreakable.
Oh, it's good to hear. Let's go ahead and recruit up another Lord here down at the Dracula Spire. We'll grab another Rune Lord because I prefer them 100%. Another Ancestral Blood Grungy. We got Drong Asgal. Welcome. Welcome, lad. Ivory Coast is all filled up with recruitment, sadly enough. But it is where all of our good recruitment comes from. So let's go ahead and... I think Quarrelers. Best course of action here because of how good the AI is at dodging our artillery.
I'm here now.
Interchangeable parts to reduce the upkeep for all of our artillery units, but I think we will go continued work for the overall money. First, we will do that by going down the autonomy of the holds, so we can empower the guilds an additional 15% growth or 15 extra growth. And all these are just money-making technologies, every single one of them. Income from buildings, all. Eldar Spire would love to get in a set of walls. Be safe. Safety's overrated. Go for the refractory, get some dwarf beer creating. Craft it on up. With deep, we can put in the exotic animal pen, give us a bit more money and some exotic animal cages. And we'll start saving for the upgrade to the face of Haggrave, to the eye of Haggrave. Check our
Burden
diplomacy.
of the Shadowland.
Yes.
Nagaron is willing to peace out as well. I don't know if peace is the way for you, bud. I think the only way is defeat. Although we could steal some cash from you and then allow
For my ability to forgive,
the Hmong to finish you off.
I suppose.
You will never forget, though. Don't you worry, bud. This is a peace in name only. Plus, we got a little bit of extra gold now to spend on our settlements. Hip hip hooray. Nagaron, we will definitely delete the Tinkerer's shop, though we want growth. Another quest. The one's very far away. The Rune Helm of Zufbar. Several dwarf holds fall under attack from a particularly belligerent Wa, and the Dawi feel hard-pressed. White Dwarf appears at the forefront of such struggles as he has done throughout history. His rune helm, forged in the glorious forges of Zufbar, glows. A bit anticlimactic, replenishing lost Gorvan courage. A commodity that is rarely lacking in the first place, of course. With the help of none other than Gotrek Grimison, the Wa finds itself isolated by Grombrindal's throng, unable to sustain itself. Grombrindal lures the beleaguered orcs to a battlefield of his choosing, using a simple bait-and-switch maneuver, with volunteers from Karak Azul. And so it is that the Runehelm will grow bright once more, instilling the dwarves with heart and courage at Thundering Falls. We'll gain the Rune Helm of Zufbar, some casualty replenishment, and some oath gold. The forces are as such some orc boys and a horde of goblins. I think we'll actually have no problems beating that down on that. Valariel has claimed the Sword of Cain, as she tends to do. Violet won that one. Just in time, King Kudgref comes on down to attack our lowly hold. Gotrek and Felix have arrived as well. Recent conversation in the local tavern has been centered around a pair of powerful mercenaries. We'll happily take them on. Some of the Empire consider them to be outlaws, so maybe they'll be showing up soon. We had a event to recruit them.
I am the White Dwarf.
I mean, most likely still do. Okay, so for the White Dwarf, we'll come on over here to the center.
Weld. On my way.
We'll pass off some of our Longbeards. So we will trade back these Dwarf Warriors here. Something along those lines. And these Dwarf Warriors can retire.
My anger burns bright.
Good to hear. And then, now that we've got a whole bunch of Longbeards, do some recruitment of, some Breaker Cannons. Breaker Cannons have a placeholder. Are they more damage than normal cannons? Let's find out by pinning that there, and we can take a look. Got a multi-shot round. Oh, so they're similar to, like, Reaper Bolt Throwers. It has very similar range to the Reaper Bolt Thrower, too. We've got the Bombard. I believe it's just a mortar. Mortar with explosive rounds. It's got two choices. Very nice. The multi-shot round may be very good for kind of scattergunning the units that are trying to dodge around. Really like to try the Bombards out. So let's go ahead and slot them in. We'll kick out the Miners with Blasting Charges. I think. They've had their time. Get some Mountaineers with bonus versus large as well. Choices. I would say they overtake Thunderers in ability. Well, their missile strength isn't nearly as high. Interesting to know. We're back in our Iron Drakes that we lost, as well as a Breaker Cannon. Let's get moving down south.
I'm leaving.
And then get into Global and chuck in some of these more elite units here. I'd love to try to Bombard. And then we can get our Iron Drakes back. Hoggrave can go up to the Eye of Hoggrave. And then Drong here is going to have a army assaulting him soon. Oh no. One that is no joke. Well then.
You know who I am. Master
What is the best course of action here
How
then?
can I help?
White Dwarf There's Go Truck and Felix. You have to move on over to them.
If you say so, Beardly. It's as good as done.
Get moving in March stance. We need help. Losing the Dracula Spire is going to be very unfortunate. We do not have the forces to defend. We were overconfident.
I'm here.
We'll end the turn one more time here, and we'll see how things play out. Yep, the Exiles of Nehek have moved on in on our town. They've got a lot of archers and some whole bunch of skeleton chariots and some screaming skull catapults. We have a chance here, but it is but a small chance. This is how we will start off our next episode, but for now, I am out of time for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember, leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne, and I will see you all in the next one.